John chapter 7, highlights and reflections. I pause now as I slow my breathing down and relax my body. Bring my attention to the Spirit of Jesus inside of me. Starting in verse 3, so his brothers said to him, "Move on from here and go into Judea, so that your disciples also may see your works, which you are doing. For no one does anything in secret, when he himself is striving to be known publicly. If you're doing these things, show yourself to the world." For not even his brothers believed in him. And then verse 7, the world cannot hate you, but it hates me because I testify about it, that its deeds are evil. And now moving to verse 11. So the Jews were looking for him at the feast and saying, "Where is he?" And there was a great deal of talk about him in secret among the crowds. Some of them were saying he's a good man. Others were saying, no, on the contrary, he is misleading the people. The Jews were astonished, saying, "How has this man become learned, not having been educated?" So Jesus answered them, saying, "My teaching is not my own, but his who sent me. The one who speaks from himself seeks his own glory. But he who is seeking the glory of the one who sent him, he is true, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Did Moses not give you the law? And yet none of you carries out the law. Why are you seeking to kill me? If a man receives circumcision on the Sabbath, so that the law of Moses will not be broken, are you angry at me because I made the entire man well on the Sabbath? Do not judge by the outward appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. Jesus, may I seek your glory." And then moving on to 27, it says, "We know where this man comes from, but when the Christ comes, no one knows where he is from." Then Jesus cried out in the temple, teaching and saying, "You both know me, and you know where I am from. And I have not come of myself, but he who sent me is true, whom you do not know. I do know him because I am from him, and he sent me." So they were seeking to arrest him, and yet no one laid a hand on him because his hour had not yet come. The Pharisees heard the crowd whispering these things about him, and the chief priests and the Pharisees sent officers to arrest him. Jesus, show me yourself and open my eyes to you today. Where do I take aggressive, self-protective action when I feel threatened? Like the Pharisees, who heard people whispering about you. I imagine that you say to me, "You do not need to defend and protect, my little love. Just open your eyes. Let me open your eyes and see yourself. Make every effort to let me open your eyes. We must work together on this, love." And I wonder, what if it were explosively true in my life that I were not aggressive or self-protective when threatened? I would know that these things can't threaten me. Jesus, I believe that my attachments will wither, and as they do, that you will take your blower, like a leaf blower, and blow them away. Oh, Jesus, may it be so. And now we go to verse 37. Now on the last day of the great day of the feast, Jesus stood and cried out, saying, "If anyone is thirsty, let him come to me and drink. The one who believes in me, as the scriptures said, from his innermost being will flow rivers of living water." But he said this in reference to the Spirit, whom those who believed in him were to receive, for the Spirit was not yet given. Jesus, what if this were explosively true in my life? I would be completely secure and free in your love, and your power would flow out into my innermost being, pouring living water on those around me. Yes, Spirit, may you flow out of me. And now we go to verse 45. The officers then came to the chief priests and Pharisees, and they said to them, "Why do you not bring him?" The officers answered, "Never has a man spoken in this way." The Pharisees then replied to them, You have not been led astray too, have you? Not one of the rulers or Pharisees has believed in him, has he? But the crowd that does not know the law is accursed. Nicodemus, the one who came to him before, being one of them, said to them, "Our law does not judge a person unless it first hears from him and knows what he is doing, does it?" They answered him and said to him, "You're not from Galilee as well, are you? Examine the scriptures and see that no prophet arises out of Galilee." And everyone went to his home, but Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. Jesus, I see that the very scriptures got in the way of them seeing you. May it not be so with me. I trust you in this. Jesus, I love it when it says, "Never has a man spoken in this way." May I truly see you, Jesus. If there is anywhere that I am being influenced by group or authority pressure or by judging character, show me the way out. I take your hand, Jesus.